Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Techtonica. Between episodes, I have made the water wheels. I'm going to try this out. If you can see in the top right over here, that bar for crafting them is filled. And so I don't know if it's going to work with placement of these, but hopefully by placing these things, we'll get that signal done. Because I would like to,
Local signal
there it
deciphered.
is.
Ingress RD3215. Report to production terminal Victor for triangulation.
That's what I wanted to do.
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD.
Where is
Heavy
it at?
interference.
Heavy interference. RD. I'm guessing that's like radio tower or something. Radio, radiation, something like that. That's my guess on what it's going to be. But it looks like it's even further this way, and I don't know how we're going to get there.
Keep an eye on your Echo Sketch map, Breaker. Some walls are more interesting to cut through than others.
I see that. Ooh, here we go. Wow. This is definitely screenshot worthy. We can bring this back out now. And then I guess we go across the path. Can't get in up here. That's a hole. Good thing I didn't fall through it.
This elevator control console is dead. Fortunately, your suit was built to fall safely from any height. On Calyx, when all of your friends jump off a cliff, you get to jump off too.
Facility access door unavailable. Refer to display panel for self-repair requirements.
I feel like you probably shouldn't say that, but we'll go ahead and fall through. Oh, we had 28 blue research cores. That is useful. Except, I am stuck. And I don't know how we're supposed to get out of here. Looks like if I fall down, there's a tunnel that leads us back up. So I guess we're falling down. Might as well find out the bottom. That's the achievement I just got. Looks like we can scan.
Warning. Impenetrable material detected. Origin unknown.
If you can manage to get through Great Stone, you'll have done what no amount of drilling, explosives, or human ingenuity was ever able to accomplish. Even looking at it gives me a small headache. Probably from a million hazy memories of trying to punch through it. Trust me on this one. Turn around and walk away. It wasn't meant to be.
Okay, we'll turn around and walk back up to the top. We need 80 Atlantum ore and 10 cooling systems. Oh, I only have 70 Atlantum ore. We're so close to getting the right amount there that that's honestly frustrating. It looks like iron. I don't know where to get more Atlantum ore from.
This dish must have been for some kind of experimental communication technology. As you can see, it's currently being pointed at a few hundred miles of rock, which makes absolutely no sense. I know there was some weird science to how the production terminals communicated with each other across sectors, and I remember it being one of those things that seemed to go down constantly. The backup system was a ton of buried wire. We like the backup system.
Facility access door unavailable. Refer to display panel for self-repair requirements.
Okay, so I need to find some Atlantum ore somewhere, and I don't know where we're going to do that. But I might as well explore this really cool area.
If you've ever thought I was overstating how useful the mole is, consider this. You are standing at the bottom of 2 waterfalls with no way up.
Are you telling me to dig? I can dig. I know how to diggy hole very well, in fact. I just walked into this area, and this has a very interesting little, apparently this place is called the Mushroom Grotto, because I just got a achievement for
I'm
it.
very happy to see that the freight elevator is still intact. Not sure if it actually works, but obviously it would not have been easy to rebuild from scratch. Let's take a look.
It's got power, it looks like.
EFES system offline. Critical failure.
Baseline power is definitely restored here, but something else is going on.
Oh, there's stuff in there. I don't... It's a blue research core fragment, which I already have.
Facility access door unavailable. Restore freight elevator operations to unseal.
Okay, then how do I...
We've already examined this. Check your log.
I'm not sure what it wants from me. Okay, we're back. And we have the 10 cooling systems and 80 Atlantan ore.
I think this was the main research lab for the sector. Nothing in here was ever any of my business, so it should be a pretty interesting place to look around. I'm up for building some half-finished prototypes if you are.
Yeah, I'm definitely... There would be absolutely no problems with anything like that. Research stuffs. But they were looking at samples of some sort? Not really sure. This is definitely something we should scan.
It looks like maybe they were trying to cook up new alloys in here. This whole place is above my pay grade.
I remember the lead metallurgist, Mirage. She was untrusting.
I've never seen these kinds of gemstones anywhere in the sector. And I've been to every corner of it.
The last time I was here, they were studying Gaian ore, synaptite, atlantum, materials that were not of our world, but not classified.
Couldn't classify those if you wanted to. Atlantum is everywhere around here.
If they stopped performing research on local materials to import and study something completely unknown, there must have been a reason.
If there was, we won't find it. Somebody wiped every terminal in here.
Smelter Mark II, and I believe this will be our miner Mark II, so that way we can finally mine said Atlantum. Yep, mining Mark II. Let's go ahead into Tech Tree and see where that's at. Mining drill Mark II. I don't know how we're supposed to get enough Atlantum then in order to do the next terminal upgrade without just blowing the nodes up, which I would prefer not to do, but...
No idea if the scientists were using these plants as scenery or an experiment. They weren't secretive, but they didn't exactly go out of their way to tell people what they were doing either. Personally, I'd toss them into a thresher and be done with it. The plants, not the scientists. You know I didn't mean that.
I don't know, you might have.
Facility access door unavailable. Refer to display panel for self-repair requirements.
So you need 220 advanced circuits and 30 cooling systems. Can't get in there yet. But we did get a bunch of stuff. I don't know if there's more to access. We already researched that thing up there. I don't think there's anything around here. Okay. I believe there was a two-way that I didn't go in. Yeah, I didn't go in. I came from here. I did not go into the kitchen, it looks like. And there's an upgrade. Cool Dense 3. I'm not quite sure what that is. Probably an upgrade to our coolant. Because we can make coolant too. Light sticks with colors. Cool Dense 2 is there. And we have Cool Dense 3 already. available for not for research. Looks like we got to figure out how to make 220 advanced circuits, and I have processor units. I don't even see advanced circuits in the tech tree unlocked. So I don't know how we're supposed to get advanced circuits. I'm still waiting for the power amp 2. Might as well get this. I can't get this, I guess. I was going to. I have 20 blue, but I guess I can't get that. Oh, it's different. It's something different. I'm not quite sure. Looks like we have to probably find it somewhere. But I can't get anything in here. At least not yet. I can't get anything in here. So I'm not quite sure what we're supposed to do again. It's a little confusing. But I guess that's what makes it fun, right? Wrong. Actually, there was another door in there that we should be able to go in. Right, yes, we didn't go in here yet. Let's check out this room first. This is nothing except a hallway, it looks like. Okay, we're gonna go in here. Oh. We get pack size 3, so chests can be bigger. I want to go in that section over there. I can see an upgrade chip from here. Is that going to be it though? We got craft speed 3, which is kind of useless, honestly. But that looks like it. This is just a barracks here. So now we're gonna go back out and around and see what's over here. Hopefully it's some more good stuffs. Orbital display.
Calyx. Still hard to believe we're somewhere in the middle of this thing.
It was unlike anything mankind had ever experienced. A rogue planet, drifting through the cosmos, origin unknown.
I remember now. We had probes out across the system, figuring out how to bring home critical resources from Neptune, Venus, wherever we could get them.
Yes, on Earth we had used up everything. We needed a miracle, and Calyx was that miracle. Dead on the surface, but filled with unimaginable wealth, and passing through our outer heliosphere for a few decades at most.
If those probes hadn't been out there, Calyx would have flown right past us. That's an awful lot of luck for a species that doesn't particularly deserve it.
And yet it was precisely what inspired our species to come together in a way that many did not believe possible.
And here we are.
Well, I can't get through this door. Looks like we have to do that other repair terminal, and still we don't know how to make advanced circuits. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. Looks like we're gonna have to upgrade or repair the Victor terminal one more time before we can do anything. But that means mining a buttload of Atlantum ore, and I don't really know how we're going. Well, if you saw while they were talking, I got a bunch of mining charges. I guess we just have to blow up a bunch of Atlantum deposits, and we won't be able to do the mining upgrade until we get there, because this is where the mining drill Mark IIs are at. So I guess we're kind of forced to just blow things up instead, which sucks. Because I would like to keep the deposits for when we can use, I would prefer to not remove the deposits if possible. I would like to keep them for when I can mine them more efficiently. So I'm going to try and probably blow up the farther away deposits, but who knows if that's going to work. I wonder what this whole thing is here. I've been going after this, and it looks like an elevator of sorts? I'm not sure.
Identified. Xeno material containers. No contents detected.
No contents? I don't know what that means. And there's still... Oh, there's an upgrade chip. Suit speed 3. Okay, that's kind of useless. At least at the moment. There's some copper over here. But there's a bunch more. That's another mining drill. That doesn't count. What are you?
This looks like a standard field setup for drilling a new shaft, but there are 2 problems with it. The first problem is that we're at the end of the line. The only thing below here is the core, and this shaft doesn't look like it was cut large enough for freight anyways. The second problem is that nobody asked me first. That's a much bigger problem. If whatever they were up to here was bad enough that they thought I would report it, it must have been very wrong or very dangerous. Or both.
Okay, these 40 last processor units should be enough, as long as I can do math, to fix this terminal. And it looks like it is.
Terminal upgraded. New technologies and recommended tasks available.
There we go.
All right, Breaker. You've learned how to get Atlantum the fun and easy way with explosives. Now you have to actually do something with it. Our smelters weren't built to burn it, so turning that ore into ingots won't be as simple as iron and copper. Start by threshing it into a powder. You'll also need to start supplying the production terminal with power from accumulators. See that big plug on the side of it? Yeah, a high voltage cable goes right in there with a voltage stepper on the other end. And make sure the stepper is on a floor with a good power network behind it.
So, just as I expected, we were going to have to put power into this thing. Rail runner? Ooh, we can use the monorail system, which is something that I realized after unlocking Boats Mark II, is that I could get the monorail system. So that's cool. I'm betting that's long distance item transport. But the big thing that we're going to need to do...
Try to find some time to explore it, too. You've got more tools now to open some of the doors we've been finding signals for. Places where people might be trapped.
It looks like we need monorail tracks for this door. I think this is the door by that in the building next to the water wheel place. So we need
Task inbound.
cables.
High voltage cable. Used to create high voltage power systems over substantial distances. Must be connected to voltage stepper in order to power machines.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the water wheel place and see I guess the hydro dam. I don't know if that's really the right thing to call it since it's not really a dam. But I'm going to head back there and see if we can't try moving power from there to our main base. Because if I could, that would be a wonderful thing in order to have to stop having to manually activate the crank generators, and then we can always just put more of these, I'm guessing, is what we're supposed to do. So let's go ahead and add a couple more water wheels here, just like that. Yeah, just like that. And so, if I were to look at these, we have 6 water wheels, 7 power converters. So that's making lots of power. Same with this one. This one's also making lots of power. We just need 2 more water wheels. So, okay. We'll also try and get the most out of each cable. Oh wow. These things can connect for ages. Look how far this thing can go. Like, look at, like, it can connect from all the way down downtown. Jeez. So if I were to take this cable, now look at this. This thing can go all the way down here. Look at that. That is some reach right there. Okay, so I was able to get the power cables all the way up to here under the staircase, and I should be able to connect it onto there. Maybe not. Let's see what the minimum distance is. I can connect it there. So I should be able to connect it there. That's not going to interfere with my steps. And then now all I need is a spot with the power converter on it. Okay, now we have the voltage stepper. I actually want to place this out just a little bit further, just like that. That way I can just run this straight down, just to right there. And then all we should have to do is put that into there. And now the power systems should be hooked up. If I am, yes, it looks like they are absolutely hooked up together. We're making 4700 power. So that should be perfect. Okay, so out of the things that we need, the only one that is really difficult to get is the Mark II belts and the Atlantum. I'm already making copper frames. I'm already making these processor units. The only thing that's simple that I'm not making are the iron frames, which will be very easy to set up. All I have to do is add another assembler to my line over here with iron frames, because I believe they're just straight iron. Yeah, they're just straight iron. So that the iron frames, the copper frames, the accumulator power, and the processor units, those are easy. The belts Mark II require copper belts, or the regular conveyor belts, copper components, and Shiverthorn coolant. The Shiverthorn coolant means that we're going to need another, basically just a copy of this setup with Shiverthorn rather than the Kindlevine. So I will do that between episodes as well. The last thing that we're going to need is the Atlantum ingots. And first thing that we need to do is we need to research the blue cores. Where I'm 12 purple science away, so I want to kind of draw out this outro until then. But that way I can figure out what I need to do for that. Then, after automating those blue sciences, I need to get at least 40, probably another 100 if I had to guess. I'm going to say 140 for the Mark II drills. Then I will also need to get, I think I need the smelter Mark II, but considering that it requires Victor upgraded, probably not. If I had to guess, it probably doesn't. Atlantum ingots probably don't require it, but I'm not, sure about that. So that's just a whole bunch of things I have to do. But I will do most of that between episodes, because I feel like right now we really just want to get to the next Victor upgrade. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, please leave a like. It helps me out. And I will see all of you guys next time.